Let's get into it, baby.
Ah, yeah, it's time to travel and bang, baby.
This is Travel Bang. I am the one and only Marky Bravo the Mulatto. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun games back again, ready to drop some jewels, some truth bombs. It's been a while. I'm back. I'm ready. I'm just I just want to release it. Like I'm ready to. Okay, let's get naughty, people. Okay, so I had some questions sent to me. I want to get into it. Oh, this is going to be awesome. You know, real quick, to understand that I'm trying to relay the information of the subtle details, okay, the nuances to game, okay, because things aren't the way they were 5, 6 years ago, even 10 years ago. A lot has changed, you know what I mean? The advent of the third or fourth wave of social media, the internet, and how it's changed our social demographics, the way we communicate, the way even sexuality's been expressed is different, and that affects dating as a whole. You can do the analytical research, Google it. You don't have to take my word for it. The hookup culture is dead. I repeat again, the hookup culture is dead. I'm not talking, gentlemen, listen, I'm not talking about 18-year-old, 22 girls, you know, who just turned into, you know, entered womanhood, that are letting loose, getting wild, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Getting buck wild and letting loose. I'm not talking about this type of woman. This is a total different, I'm talking to the grown folk here. We're looking at that is not the same as what I'm talking about. Meaning that the sexual activities of young men and women is not what it used to be. It's not what it used to be. And we can get into it later, what I think the probability that the internet, social media, and OnlyFans and all these things, how it's changed how we as human beings view sexuality and how we express sexuality and it's definitely affected people getting laid. I'm gonna put it just like that. You know what I mean? Let's get into these questions, and I'm going to hit on those topics in a bit. Okay, so someone wrote me, Marky Bravo, what archetypes of women do you mostly run into? Okay, this is an awesome question. As I said in the last video before about my mentor and a close friend, Alan Roger Curry, I'm going to explain it the way he explained it to me back in 2017. This is the best archetypes. I mean, you do have the other archetypes. I have a friend named Jonathan, Cliff Jumper, and he likes to get into the alpha, sigma, omega, you know, delta. He likes to get into those archetypes. I prefer, that's just me, Alan Roger Curry, the way he described it in his system called Mode 1. Okay, so the archetypes you're going to run into, okay, of course, starting off with, we all know, the rejector and the reciprocator. The reciprocator is your ideal woman. Gentlemen, this woman is down for whatever you're down for. Okay? She's just so into you, she doesn't care. You know, if you were to just say, hey, look, I just want to be fuck buddies, I want to hang and bang, that's all I can offer you. You know what she says? I'm down with it. I'm also feeling that, right? She's reciprocating whatever you're into, she's into. You know, hey, I want a long-term relationship. I'm not playing this, you know, this quickie stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking for that, you ain't going to find it with me. That type of woman, a reciprocator, she's also going to be like, hey, I'm down with it. Let's do it. I would love to explore the possibilities and evolve maybe into a long-term relationship with you. The other reciprocators is it's the woman that every man wishes and wants to run into. A woman that he's attracted to, a woman that, you know what I mean, is just fun to be around, intellectually stimulating, and she's just down to do whatever you're down to do. And she's cool with it. No pressure, no stress, no expectations to try to force you into a direction you don't want to go into, okay? The reciprocator, gotta love it. And you're not gonna run into these girls a lot in your life. You will not run into these women that much. Guaranteed. I guarantee you. Okay, and the other one is a very obvious archetype, the rejector. Gentlemen, the rejector doesn't want you. Okay? You don't ever heard that saying, when a woman says no, she means no. This is 100% that. She's just not into you. It doesn't matter, even if you were a ultra super financially wealthy man, she still wouldn't want to get with you. She's going to reject any proposition that you give her. Okay? The rejector is all the way in on she's just not, you're not her preference. You're not her preference for sexual attraction. Don't even waste your time. A lot of men, a lot of PUAs, okay? A lot of PUAs, pickup artists out there will have you believe that, oh, you can get a rejector if you do platinum game, you can get a rejector to, you know what I mean, change her mind. No, you can't. No, you can't. These women, they're just not into you. Period. There's no way to turn them around. Do not waste time trying to drill at a rejector, okay? You're gonna waste your time, and it's just don't do it. Just don't do it. As soon as a woman says, hey, I'm not feeling it, you know, just leave me alone, you leave her alone. Move the hell on, okay? The next archetype is the wholesome pretender, okay? The wholesome pretender is the most of the women that you're gonna run into, okay? The wholesome pretender is in the concept that women have, I would say, cultural conditioning, social programming that tells them this is how a woman is, be ladylike, you have a reputation to defend, okay? So when you run into a wholesome pretender, even so, most women have sexual impulses and raw sexual desires. You have to tap into the sexual impulses and raw sexual desires of the woman. Every woman has it, but you have to tap into it. The wholesome pretender is going to push back at first, okay? Okay? She's going to push back because she doesn't want to come across as easy, like a floozy, and that's why we talked about mode 1, the type of seduction style that you should do, okay? You should tell her, that type of woman, exactly up front, after a little bit of conversation, not right away, but after conversation, that you would like to share some time with her, one-on-one. What does she think about that? Would she be open for that? And wholesome pretender, seeing that direct game that you're deploying on her, if she's into it, she will entertain it. She'll start to, you know, conversate back and forth, giggle, laugh, you know what I mean? She's entertaining it. You know what I mean? And of course you might get some pushback, shit tests they call them, just to make sure you are who you, and I'm going to talk about that, the shit test, you know, why it's deployed by women. But okay, the next level of a wholesome pretender, okay, is an erotic hypocrite. Erotic hypocrite is just like a wholesome pretender, okay? The only difference with an erotic hypocrite is they want to be wined and dined. You know what I mean? They're basically like, dude, if you want to hit this, you want to tap this ass, then you gotta wine and dine me. You gotta spend some money. You gotta invest. You gotta put some financial investment in me. You know what I mean? So that's how I was explained it. The erotic hypocrite is just like the wholesome pretender. Both of these women will try to push back on your seduction because they don't want to look easy. They might even have, look, most women have adverse reactions to direct game, okay? Expressing sexual interest in them, you know, but you can't confuse that with rejection, okay? Rejection is, get the fuck out of my face. I don't want to talk to you. Go away. That's rejection. But a pushback, you know what I mean, to see how you'll respond, most women do that, is, what kind of girl do you think I am? You know what I mean? But then it's followed with a grin, laughter. You know, you can see things aren't what they seem to be. Gentlemen, this is a shit test. This is because women psychologically, instinctually are trying to differentiate if you are a true alpha male, okay? Our alpha erotic dominance is what you're trying to express. But the woman wants to know, are you that or are you a beta male? A lot of beta males are watching these type of videos and many more videos, and they're I don't want to say they're imposters, but they really haven't you know what I mean? They haven't embodied what an alpha male is. Okay, and women know that, so they're trying to differentiate. They're thinking to themselves, is he really an alpha male? Or is he just one of those beta males who watched a lot of PUA videos, pickup artist videos? You know what I mean? And that's why the pushback, the shit test comes. It's to test you. Are you an alpha male? Let me check. Okay, so you have to be ready for that. Women had adverse reactions to direct game. Most men, you have to remember, they're not that direct. Okay, they're not direct, and that's why it's a must that you explore and learn the basics and even the nuances of mode 1, because this is what Wholesome Pretenders and Erotic Hypocrites, this is going to bring them in. It's going to loop them in. You want to have sexual erotic intimacy with a woman who you highly desire, very attractive, you have to deploy this type of game strategy. You have to, okay? Because most women, as I said before, they are wholesome pretenders. They are erotic hypocrites. They come across as prudes, but they're not. Think of the devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other shoulder. The angel, okay, the angel is telling the woman when you're being direct, doing direct game, like, no. Oh, well, what kind of woman does he think you is? Oh, no, don't go with this. No, don't go with this. You know what I mean? Oh. And then the devil on her shoulder is like, oh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh, I can feel my pussy tingling. Ooh, I like this. I like this direct, bold man. Oh yeah, I like this. I think we should give him a chance. I think we should go out. I think we should go out with this guy and see what he's about. You know what I mean? That's the devil's side, right? And what you're trying to do is you're trying to override the other side. And so she goes with the little devil on her shoulder. That's basically what you're trying to do. Okay? It's just the reality. It's a dichotomy. This is social programming and cultural conditioning. All women have it from different cultures. You know what I mean? It just depends how most women are raised, but we're talking about in the West. Women are raised a certain way, predominantly, majority. We're talking about other cultures, women who come from they're knee deep in religious, ideologies, who are very socially strict. Not talking about those women, okay? That's a whole different scenario with those type of women. I'm not gonna entertain it. I'm talking about women in Western civilization. It's a little bit, we have a very loose society. Let's go on to the next question. What is some of the best advice that a woman has given you about dating and sex? This has to be by she's actually a adult film actress. She's a porno star, Nikki Benz, okay? I love Nikki Benz. She's just so cool. If you ever met Nikki Benz, she's so down to earth, beautiful blonde. But anyway, I met Nikki Benz at a adult film convention, where you go and, you know what I mean, you meet different, adult film actresses. And I was talking to her, I said, what is the biggest thing that turns a woman off? What is it? Tell me when it's something that leading up to sex. And she told me, to be honest with you, too much of this. Talking. It kills the vibe. And she, for instance, told me, like, she does not want to talk to, say she's doing a film, right? An adult film. She does not want to talk to the guy before the film too much because it kills the vibe. She said, hey, he might express political ideologies that I don't agree with. Totally would turn me off. He might just, talk out of his ass and talk about all sorts of things that just would turn her off. You know what I mean? So she would not engage like in some date or some meetup the day before the film shoot with the dude, because all that talking turns her off. She rather sexual tension being built off of less talk, more mystery. So when she told me that, I was like, let the sexual tension build up. Let the woman, give her enough room and space to talk. Don't diarrhea of the mouth so much that you're going to turn her off. You understand? It's too much. Knowing enough is enough. And Shout out to Nikki Benz for telling me that, because that has really, really made sense. Don't run your mouth too much. Asombroso. Till next time.